bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. 3 shantis. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Hari Om. So again, that means something along the lines of, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. So every month at Jivamukti, we have one of the senior teachers here write a focus that we kind of base our little talks off of. They're all online if you want to look it up later. But this month, one of the co-founders, she wrote this little book called The Magic 10 that came out a few weeks ago. So the focus is kind of based off of that. And the book kind of tells about different practices that she does every day. There's 10 practices, hence the Magic 10, that she is a part of her personal yoga practice, right? And some of it is what we do here, like it's a physical asana practice. But then there's other things like meditation, breathing practices, gratitude practices, giving blessings. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about one of the things that she touches on. She talks a lot about the importance of having a daily practice. She says, hi. She says, magic happens when there's a shift in perception, and that through repetition, the magic is forced to arise. So it doesn't matter how well you do it, or if you do it for 2 minutes every day or 2 hours every day, if you can show up every day and have some kind of practice that you commit to, results will come, If you practice handstand every single day, it is inevitable. It might take one person 2 months, it might take you 2 years, but you will eventually get it, right? And one of the things we do, as I said, we chant in front of class because we're not, just trying to hold handstand, even though that's pretty cool. We're also trying to have an elevated experience, right? So when we set an intention to have our yoga practice be this thing that brings us greater peace of mind and it makes us happier and the people around us happier, it's inevitable that that will happen, right? Sharon says that magic is a shift in perception, right? Yoga is an inner journey. It's going within. It's saying, I don't need everything around me to change to feel happy and free. If I change the way I look at things, then everything changes, right? And that's what we're doing in this practice. We're putting our bodies in uncomfortable positions, and we're using the breath to help us shift our perception, right? We're literally going upside down to see things in a different way, and all sorts of other things. But we'll get started. You can make your way onto your hands and knees. Just place the chant books to the side. And then once you're on your hands and knees, you can start to do some cat-cow. So set up that way your shoulders are right above your wrists and your knees are right under your hips. And inhale, you're gonna arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. You can keep going on your own. On your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes underneath. Extend your legs. come into downward facing dog. From here, beginning Ujjayi breath, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale all the air out of your mouth, making a ha sound. Again, like that, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale all the air out of your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Now keep your mouth closed. Make that same constricted sound in the back of your throat. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, point your toes, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, so just your chest off the ground. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, extend your legs, downward facing dog. Now bend your knees slightly, tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. See if you can get your rib cage closer to your thighs. Keep pressing into your entire hands. And then keep that feeling of having your tailbone lifted, re-extend your legs. Inhale, come into a plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, that's it. Soften your knees, start to walk your feet forward. Stop once your feet are about a foot behind your hands. So coming into a long forward fold. Hands can either press against blocks or the ground, but try to get them flat. You can always bend your knees too. For one, that's it. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Have your toes come a little bit wider than your heels. Bend your knees deeply. Come into a squat with your hands at heart center. Use your elbows to help open up your thighs. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3 deep, even breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Bring your hands down, lift your hips up high. Heel toe your feet so they're together and touching. Interlace your fingers behind your back, press your palms together. Work on straightening your arms and pulling your wrists away from your lower back. Now inhale, bend your knees deeply. Look forward, rest your ribcage on your thighs. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees flat back. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees flat back. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees flat back. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Release your hands, soften your knees, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. So standing at the top of your mat in Tadasana Mountain Pose, and before we really get started, I just want to say that it is very hot and humid out right now, and it's pretty warm in here. So, if you feel lightheaded or need water, definitely take child's pose. definitely take care of yourself. There's no pressure to keep up, especially on a day like this. So bring your arms, hands to heart center, close your eyes, and just take a second to set some sort of intention for your class. You can always offer the benefits up to someone else, or it can be more like an affirmation. And then bringing your arms alongside your body, opening your eyes. On an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll break that down one more time. So inhale, everyone come into a plank pose. You're gonna lower halfway down into a push-up. Just do the best you can. You're gonna point your toes, roll over your feet. So for upward facing dog, thighs are off the ground. And then downward facing dog. Let's try knees, chest, chin together. Inhale, come into plank pose. Just lower your knees to the ground, arch your back like we did before. Chest comes right between your hands, butt stays in the air. You're gonna point your toes, roll yourself forward, baby cobra, just the chest is off the ground. Everyone lift your hands up for a second, but keep your feet on the ground. So it's your core muscle keeping you up. Bring your hands down, tuck your toes underneath. Bring your seat to your heels, straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Holding here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat, and then fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up, look at your fingers. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Again, like that, inhale, reach your arms up, look at your fingers. Exhale, fold over your legs. Bring your hands on either side of your feet. You can always bend your knees. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back into plank pose for Chaturanga. Come halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Last time, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, you're gonna hook your thumbs, reach your arms up, arch back slightly. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, clasp your hands behind your back, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend your knees, hands down, bring your right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. This time lower knees, chest, and chin. Hips stay high. Point your toes, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels. Extend your legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, left foot to meet your right foot, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, come up to stand, arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, clasp your hands behind your back, straighten your legs. Inhale, hands down, send your left foot back into a lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, point your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, extend your legs. Inhale, send your left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, right foot to meet your left foot, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, come up to stand, arch back. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands down, extend your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward, back heel down, warrior one, just for one breath. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding here for one. Inhale. Exhale, two, pressing under all the knuckles of your hands for three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Separate your feet several inches so they're hip distance and parallel. Bring your hands to your lower back, elbows draw together. Inhale, puff up your chest, arch back slightly, and then fold over your legs. You're gonna bend your knees and grab hold of your big toes with your first two fingers. You can even bend your knees so much that your whole rib cage lies on your thighs. And then start to straighten your legs as much as possible. You can always keep your knees a little bent. For one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, look up, release the bind. Bend your knees again. This time step on the palms of your hands so your toes reach your wrist crease. Weight is even in the fronts and backs of your feet, and then starting to straighten your legs. For one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, get your feet out of there and come and place your hands on your shins, so kind of making a flat back. Then on an exhale, you're going to start to fold forward, but don't think about bringing your forehead to your shins. Think about getting your belly to your thigh. You're going to keep doing that. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, roll through your spine to fold forward. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, flat back, get a lot of length. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands back to your lower back, elbows point up. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, arch back out the top. Exhale, arms by your side, feet together, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, look at your fingers. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Holding here for one. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Open arms and hips out to the side, warrior two. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, begin to reach forward, sending your hips back. Right hand down, left arm up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Front leg is straight for one. Inhale, exhale, two. Relax your shoulders, for three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, bend your front knee deeply for warrior two. Knee is straight over your ankle, so not in front or behind it, but right above it for one. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, bend it again. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Left arm reaches up and overhead towards the windows. Have your palm face the right wall for one. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Bring your left hand down, pick up your back heel. Start to straighten your front leg and hop your back foot in just enough to ground the heel. Pull your right hip back in space, and then exhale, fold forward. You can always use blocks under your hands. You want to keep that feeling of pulling your right hip back as you're folding forward. And make sure both of your quads are engaged, they're contracted. For two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale, look up, soften your front knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Really press strongly through your back foot for one. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Open arms and hips out to the side, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, engage your thighs. Exhale, start to reach forward as far as you can. And then bring your left hand down, right arm up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. And see if while you're still kind of sending energy through your arms, you can relax your shoulders. For two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, bend your front knee deeply for warrior 2. Again, knee is straight over the ankle for 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend it again. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Right arm reaches up and overhead towards the window. Palm faces the left side of the room. For 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Bring your right hand down, pick up your back heel, start to straighten your front leg. Hop your back foot in just enough to ground the heel. Pull your left hip back in space. Exhale, fold forward. For 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, look up, soften your front knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, point your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, extend your legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, lower your left knee to the ground right below your hip. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the right. If there's a different arm variation you want to take, you're welcome to take it. You can also extend your back leg. For 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Bring your hands down on either side of your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward into a lunge. Lower your right knee to the ground below your hip. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, twisting to the left. And again, taking whatever variation you just did. For 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Bring your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, downward facing dog split. You're going to touch your right knee to your left elbow, so coming into a plank pose. Yeah. Inhale, downward facing dog split. And now touch it to your right elbow, whichever one you didn't do. Downward facing dog split. And now bend your knee towards your nose. You're going to keep it here. We're going to hold here for a moment. Really try to get it towards your nose. You can actually round your upper back. Press into your hands to dome your upper back. Yes, keep pressing down, 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 down. And then release your shin to the ground for pigeon pose. Actively pull your left hip back, right? And you want the thigh parallel to the ground. If your right hip is lifted, place some sort of padding underneath it. And then you can start to fold forward. You want your knee a little bit wider than your hip. So further to the right side of your mat. There you go. Yeah. And then keep pulling this leg back in space. There you go. And now fold forward. If you want it less intense, you want your right foot closer to your hip. If you want it more intense, then you can work on pulling your right foot away from your hip so your shin is parallel to the ground. Just breathe deeply for 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Walking your hands back. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, downward facing dog split. So bend your leg across your body first, so your knee touches your right elbow. Then inhale, downward facing dog split. Then knee touches your left elbow. Inhale, downward facing dog split. Then bend your knee to your nose, hovering here, dome your upper back, engage your core, press into the ground. And then lower your shin to the ground for pigeon pose. Again, knee is a little bit wider than your hip. Pull your right hip back in space, top of the thighs parallel to the ground. And when you're ready, kind of drape yourself over. For 1. I'm going to put this right under there. Yeah, no problem. For 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Walk your hands back. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, downward facing dog split. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, setting up for lizard pose. So you can either stay like this, up on your hands. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can start to lower your elbows either onto the mat or onto blocks. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now you can stay like this. I'm going to call out an optional variation. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come up onto your hands. Start to bring your right shoulder underneath your right leg, hands out to the side. From there, you can start to walk your hands out further. Maybe lift your hands off the ground. Maybe take a bind behind your back. For 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Get yourself out of there. Bring your hands back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, downward facing dog split. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. If you did so before, you can bring your elbows onto blocks or the mat. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. If you did so before, come back onto your hands. Start to get your left shoulder underneath your left leg. And then maybe walking your fingertips out to the side and lifting them up, and then maybe taking the bind behind your back. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Get your hands out of there. Place your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Lower your left knee to the ground. This time you want to be really deep in the lunge, so your knee is back in space. You're going to place your hands right above your right knee. Slowly begin to straighten your arms, arching back, and think about lifting up and back. So it's almost like there's a hurdle you want to get over versus just going straight back. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can hook your thumbs, reach your arms up and arch back that way. Just make sure your shoulders stay in line with your ears. Keep sinking your hips really, really low. Keep breathing. And then bring your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward into a lunge. Lower your right knee to the ground, coming deep into a lunge again. So first, just hands right above your left knee, beginning to straighten your arms. Arching back slightly. If you did so before, you can hook your thumbs, reach your arms up that way. And again, the arch is happening from behind the heart. Breathing deeply. And then place your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, your choice, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, lift your arms up, coming up into a high lunge. And then place your hands on your hips. You're going to bend your knees slightly, tilt your pelvis underneath your spine. So you're no longer kind of arching. And just kind of begin to take little bounces right here. Maybe going a little bit deeper every time. Yeah, you feel that right there, right? That's the spot. And then stop bouncing. Again, try to keep the pelvic tucked under, so we're not going to kind of let it go out again. And try to straighten your back leg. Now we're going to lift our arms up and straighten the front leg, but don't just kind of send the knee back, right? We want to keep this under. So you're going to press into your foot, actively pull your right hip back to straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Bring your arms alongside your torso. Pick your back leg off the ground for warrior 3. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring your hands to the ground. Keep your leg lifted high for standing split. Maybe walk your hands closer to your feet. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Carefully soften your front leg and just bring your back foot down for a lunge. And then just step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, hold there. Inhale, rising up for a high lunge. And then bring your hands on your hips. Bend your back knee slightly. And again, tilt the pelvis underneath. And then just beginning to kind of take little bounces right here. Then come back to neutral, re-extend your leg, lift your arms up. Inhale, press into your left foot to straighten the leg, pull the left hip back in space. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Bring your arms alongside your body. Pick your back leg off the ground. Warrior 3 for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring your hands to the ground or blocks. Lift your leg up high, standing split for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Soften your front leg, step back into a lunge, and then step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Point your feet, roll forward, upward facing, or baby cobra. Tuck your toes, seat to your heels, extend your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. So we're going to work on a little variation. I'm going to throw out a couple options to you guys, and you can kind of play around with whatever you want. We're going to be working on crow pose, tripod headstand, and possibly hopping back into chaturanga. So if this is like brand new to you, and this is thanks to Brian, so you can thank him for this one. If this is brand new to you, you're just gonna work on crow pose, right? If you have crow, you can work on tripod. If you have those set, you can work on that. So if you can't see me, like feel free to like gather around, but I'm just gonna demonstrate like the whole kind of thing. So crow pose, your hands are gonna be on the ground about as wide as your shoulders, right? You want to kind of start with them straight, and you're gonna bring your feet together, knees wide, and try to get your knees high up on your arms. Definitely above your elbows, but the closer to your shoulders, the easier this will be. So that's kind of step 1. Once they're on there, your elbows can kind of bend, but again, you want them to be as straight as you can get them. So again, if this is new to you, you're just gonna work on kind of shifting the weight forward and back and getting like the weight really evenly distributed in your hands. That's important, right? If that feels okay, you can maybe lift one foot off the ground and then maybe both feet. So if this is in your practice and you've had this for a while, from crow pose, you can try bringing your head on the ground. I recommend using a blanket. Let me just adjust the clothes. And from there, you can bring your knees into your chest and come all the way up into tripod headstand. So you're literally making a triangle. Your hands are equidistant from each other and your head. Now, if that is okay, and again, in your practice, you can engage your entire body, really squeeze. I'm gonna hop into chaturanga. It's basically falling with style. And then you're gonna catch yourself, come up into upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. So one of those. Start with crow pose, okay? If you feel like crow pose is good for you, you can try a tripod. If you want to just try a tripod, you definitely can. I think it's an easier headstand to get than the other one. But let's all start kind of with crow pose. So again, you're gonna have your hands about as wide as your shoulders, feet together, knees wide apart. Again, whenever you're ready to start to work on getting your knees high up on your arms, it can be helpful sometimes if you're having trouble getting it high to place a block under your feet. That way you're kind of boosting your feet up a little bit, yeah. And you want your elbows to point straight back or as close to straight back as you can get it. And remember to breathe. And that same feeling we did, you know, when we hugged the knee into towards the nose, and you kind of domed your upper back and pressed your hands into the ground, that's the same feeling that you want here, right? It's one of the rare occasions where you're encouraged to kind of round your back. Breathing is important. Everyone's like looking like, do we have to keep doing it? After you've like tried for a few seconds, like rest in child's pose, and maybe that was it. That was it. Like I said, it was like falling in style. Hold on at the end. But then there are things that, like, some things just come easy to some people and some things come easy to other people. Like, I've never minded being upside down, and like for other people that's like the worst thing ever, and there's other things that I find terrifying that people find easy. So come and rest in child's pose. Just reach your arms out in front of you. Let your forehead rest on the ground. And again, because I like being upside down, we're going to do a few more inversions. We're going to work on handstand and forearm stand. So again, if you like have been practicing for a while and you kind of have a little routine down, you can just start to work on either one of those or both of those. If this is new to you, I want you to bring your mat to the wall, and we're actually going to work on something called L-shaped handstand. So you can leave everything else in the room, and like I said, just bring the short side of your mat against any wall. And again, if you kind of have an inversion practice, you don't have to follow along. You can do your own thing. So if you're going to take L-shaped handstand, you're going to come on your hands and knees with your feet against the wall, and your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulder. This is kind of how you measure yourself out, right? From there, you're going to tuck your toes and come into a downward facing dog. It'll be a little bit shorter than it usually is. Then from there, you're going to bring one foot to the wall about as high as your hip, and this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to press into that foot to try to bring your other foot right up against it. And then from there, you really have to press your feet into the wall. Try to straighten your legs. So it's a little bit less, terrifying than being totally upside down. But I will say, I think it takes a lot of upper body strength. You really have to be able to hold the whole weight of your body. Versus handstand, I feel like once you're there, it takes less strength because you're right on top of each other. But we'll try it. So make your way onto your hands and knees. Again, feet against the wall, hands right underneath your shoulders. Come into that short downward facing dog shape. Place one foot at the wall, again, about where your hip's at. Definitely no lower, so a little bit higher for you. Well, no, your hands were good. I mean, your foot needs to be higher on the wall. Yeah, and then when you're ready, press into that foot, lift the other foot to meet it. Really press. If you're having trouble, try to bring your foot a little bit tall. I think your foot was a little too low. Yeah, that's it. And remember to breathe. That's also important. Wherever you're at, whichever variation you're taking, even if you're just working and coming up, press into your entire hand. So you don't want like the knuckles to come off the ground, right? Then you're only working with the entire hand. Yeah. All right, if you wanted to work on forearm stand too, this would be a good time to come into that. If you've never done forearm stand, don't worry about it. You can just rest in child's pose. I will say actually, so if you're new to forearm stand, we're not going to come all the way into it, but we're going to practice kind of like the preparatory thing. Just bring your forearms on the ground, and you're literally just going to come into a downward facing dog with your elbows on the ground. You want to press your chest back in space. Make sense? If you've had enough, then you can just take a moment. I'm just offering if you wanted something else to do. You're welcome to do headstand, but we will do that later too. All right, if you haven't yet, come and rest in child's pose. Take a moment there. And then you can start to make your way back to the center of the room. All right, and once you get set up, take a child's pose. So I think everyone has 2 blocks. Just make sure that they're on either side of your mat towards the top of it. We'll use them in a few minutes. And then stretch your arms out in front of you. Tuck your toes underneath, extend your legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into a plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Now chaturanga all the way onto the mat, so you're lying flat on your belly. My bad. I was like, I said it in my head, but I forgot to say it out loud. Bring your arms alongside your body. Point your feet, squeeze your legs together, lift up your head, chest, and legs for 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5, lower down. Setting up for Dhanurasana bow pose. Bend both knees, grab the outsides of your ankles simultaneously. Inhale, press your feet into your hands, lift everything up for 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Release, rest 1 cheek on the mat. Let your hips rock out from left to right. Make sure throughout this you're still breathing deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale the same length as the exhale. Setting up for your second bow pose. Bend both knees, grab a hold of your ankles again. Press your feet into your hands, lift everything up for 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Release, place the other cheek on the mat. Let your hips rock out from left to right. Bring your hands on either side of your rib cage. You're going to tuck your toes underneath. Just press yourself up, press your seat to your heels. Extend your legs, downward facing dog. Then bring your right foot forward into a lunge. Lower your back knee to the ground. You're going to grab hold of your blocks and place your hands on the highest level. So again, you want to really sink into your hips here, right? So all the weight is kind of going forward and down. Now throughout this whole thing, try not to lift your hips back up again. We're going to keep them really low. You're just going to scoot your right foot forward a few inches and then sink your hips a little bit deeper. And then do that again. Scoot your right foot forward a few inches. Sink a little bit deeper. You're going to keep going on your own. Go as far as you can. Yes, we are coming into Hanumanasana split pose, but I don't want this to happen. Where the front leg is straight, we're working on psoas versus hamstrings. So I want you to keep the hips low as you go down. If you're close enough, you can place like a block under your thigh. You can always raise your arms up. You can come all the way down if you can. You can use the blocks. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bend your front knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Hanumanasana was named after like this kind of monkey-looking god in Hinduism, but it also is a pose that symbolizes devotion. Step your left foot forward into a lunge, lower your right knee to the ground, get your block set up. And to do Hanumanasana, you really need to be open everywhere, right? The back of your heart is open, the backs of your legs, your hips. And then again, start to scoot your left foot forward, sinking your hips down. Just keep going on your own. You know what to do. And it's like that with devotion, with love. We have to be totally open, right? It's not always easy. Keep breathing for 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bend your front knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga all the way onto the mat. And then flip over so you're lying on your back. We're going to set up for half wheel, soles of the feet on the ground. Feet are hip distance in parallel. Bring your arms alongside your body, fingertips grazing your heels. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up. Interlace your fingers behind your back for 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Lower down. Now we'll set up for 3 full wheels, 5 breaths each. If you want to take half wheel instead, you're welcome to. Or if you want to hold the wheel for longer than 5 breaths, you're also welcome to. If you're setting up for full wheel, bring your hands alongside your ears, fingers facing your body. On an inhale, press into your hands, hands and feet, lift everything up for 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, chin into chest, come down. Bring your feet wide, knees together. Just let your knees rock from left to right. Setting up for your second wheel pose, setting up your hands and feet. Pressing into both, lift everything up for 1. Inhale. Exhale to lift your hips up, press your heart forward for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, chin into chest, come down. Again, let your knees rock from left to right. Setting up for your third and final wheel pose. Set up hands and feet and just recall whatever intention you set in the beginning of practice and offer this last wheel up to whoever or whatever you created. And then press into your hands and feet, lift everything up. For 1. Inhale. Exhale to breathing into your heart for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, chin into chest, come down. Hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. And then grab the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Just letting yourself rock from left to right. Then extend both legs up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can double cross your right leg around your left. We'll take a twist. Drop your knees to the left, hips slightly to the right, and gaze over your right shoulder. So your knees are about at the same height as your belly button, both on the left side of your body. Arms can be out to the side or in a cactus shape, and you're looking over your right shoulder. Bring your legs back to center. If they're crossed, cross them the other way. Drop your knees to the right, hip slightly left, and gaze over your left shoulder. Bring your legs back to center. Give yourself a squeeze. Start to rock forward and back on your spine. Come all the way up to sit. You can spin back around to face the windows if you'd like. We'll take a Paschimottanasana, seated forward folds. Extend your legs out in front of you, flex your feet, engage your thighs, sit up really, really tall. On an exhale, start to fold forward, tilting from your hips. Hands can be on your ankles, on your feet, so folding all the way forward. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Use this. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. No problem. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, come all the way up to sit. Sit up tall. You're going to bend your right knee into your chest. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee. So we're going to take a twist again, another twist. So you can either stay like this, or you can bend your knee underneath your leg. But if you're going to do that, make sure both of your sit bones stay on the ground. Then inhale, lift your left arm up, and you can twist to the right for 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, and I'll think about sitting up taller. Twister 3, inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the left. And then come back to center, stack your right shin on top of your left shin for ankle to knee. There you go. So literally bring your whole right shin over your left leg, feet are flexed, there you go. And then either just sitting up really tall, or you can begin to fold forward. If there's a lot of space, place some sort of padding. Breathing deeply. Coming all the way up to sit, and then extend both legs straight out in front of you. Bend your left knee into your chest, bring it to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, lift your left arm or right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take a counter twist to the right. Come back to center. Stack your left shin on top of your right for ankle to knee. And then starting to fold forward. And then starting to come up to sit. Extend both legs out in front of you. You can kind of shake your legs out a little bit. Bend both knees into your chest. Let them both fall out to the side for Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. And then starting to fold forward. That's it. Coming all the way up to sit. Now we'll set up for shoulder stand practice. If you don't want to take shoulder stand, you're welcome to take legs up the wall or goddess pose. We'll do headstand later, but if you wanted to do like a really long headstand instead of doing shoulder stand, or doing both, you're welcome to do that as well. If you want help coming into shoulder stand or one of the restorative poses, just let me know. And then you're going to bend your knees so they're on either side of your ears. Okay, you can keep your hands where they're at or bring them to the backs of your legs. And then bring your hands flat against the ground behind your back, beginning to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Once your lower back reaches the ground, you can extend your legs. And then if you took shoulder stand, get any padding out of the way and set up for Matsyasana, fish pose. Arching your back and placing the top of your head on the mat. And then tuck your chin into your chest, lie flat. And if you'd like to take headstand, you can start to make your way into child's pose. If not, any restorative pose of your choice, or you can take an early Shavasana. And again, if you'd like help coming up, just let me know. Careful. I'll spot you this time. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way onto your back for Shavasana, for final relaxation. releasing any control over the breath, letting yourself be heavy. With every exhale, seeing if you can sink just a little bit deeper into the ground. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing some small movements into your hands and feet. Reach your arms up overhead, give yourself a big stretch. Roll over onto your right side. And then come all the way up to a seated position. We'll just take a minute or two in meditation. So find a comfortable seat, sit up tall. Close your eyes. And just beginning to watch the breath. So not controlling its quality or length like earlier, but just letting it be exactly how it is and just bringing your awareness to it. We'll close with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bring your hands to heart center, bowing down to your hearts. Namaste. Thank you all so much for coming out today. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.